Okay, breaking news that's coming in right now. This concerning Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Now, Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau provokes India again. Trudeau rakes up the Niger killing. Again, giving no proof of Niger killing. Blames India. Trudeau says past governments were cozy with Modi. Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau's a big provocation for India. Canadian intel says allegedly that China influenced two polls Trudeau won. Now, this is Justin Trudeau, who remains defiant without providing any proof, continues to point fingers at the Indian establishment in relation to the assassination of Sikh separatist Hardeep Singh Nijjar on Canadian soil last year. He's raked it up yet again. He's tried to provoke India yet again and giving no proof of India. He's blamed India again, where he says that past governments were cozy with Modi. Listening to Justin Trudeau.
Principle that anyone who comes to Canada from anywhere in the world has all the rights of a Canadian to be free from extortion, coercion, interference from a country that they left behind. And how we have stood up for Canadians, including in the very serious case that I brought forward to Parliament of the killing of Nijjar, demonstrates our government's commitment to defending the rights and freedoms of Canadians. The previous Conservative government that was known for its very cozy relationship with the current Indian government, whereas our government has always stood up to defend the minorities in Canada and the rights of minorities to speak out, even if it irritates their home countries overseas.
My colleague, Foreign Affairs Editor Geeta Mohan, is joining us for more on this. This is not something that will bode well for diplomatic relations. Justin Trudeau again reiterating and alleging Indian hand as far as Nijjar's killing is concerned, Geeta.
Administration has been maintaining, Pauline, that there has been no credible evidence that has been provided by the Canadians to India. But the Canadian authorities have been maintaining that the intel, one, came from the Five Eyes, which includes particularly the United States of America. Then there was the entire murder for hire charges in the United States of America. So we'll have to wait and see how these allegations that are being made by Canada are going to now be backed with evidence that Canada has to provide to India. However, on interference of India in the internal affairs and elections of Canada, while there are reports that are coming in that have said that there has been no interference, the recent hearing in which from where we just played out a bite on Nijjar, Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau was asked about the redacted areas wherein Russia and China references were very clearly made, but the other countries and involvement of those countries, those parts were redacted. And to a specific question on whether those redacted parts included India, the response was that he cannot say it because it involves national security. So a lot of issues right now, and the Canadian Prime Minister is dealing with huge diplomatic downslide when it comes to India-Canada ties.
That's right. So without providing proof again, Canada continues to make these allegations, and no less at the level of the Prime Minister in Canada. As far as India is concerned, how does it view relations going forward, given that Justin Trudeau doesn't desist from making these allegations despite being challenged several times as to where's the proof, where's the evidence?
Well, the Canadian mission here and the Canadian government are yet to provide, according to India, are yet to provide with credible evidence that can link anybody in India or any agency in India to the killings to the Nijjar killing in Canada. India is very clear. At this point in time, we have seen a downgrade in not just size but also in the missions, wherein there has been a serious reduction of numbers of Canadian diplomats living in India, and that certainly is not going to be reversed anytime soon. which certainly impacts the work of diplomats and the mission here in India, and visa services, so on and so forth. So it is going to impact in the long run, not just ties, but also how the Canadian mission wishes to work here in India.
Right. Geeta, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details.